Hello everybody, welcome back. Get a little serious on this video. You know, most of my videos aren't the serious type, but this one will be, because a good friend of mine is going to tell a story that he's still lucky to be here today. Little incident that happened last winter, and well, I'm gonna let him tell the story. So here it is.
Hey, I'm James Oldakowski. I used to work for Indian River Transport. The story I'm going to tell today is I was in Minnesota around the first week of January of this year of 2014. Was driving towards the Canadian border to pick up a load of eggs in my food grade tank to deliver to Missouri, but as anyone would remember, the weather was subarctic, -60 with a high wind. I was going along and the truck gelled up on me. Pulled over just outside of Little Falls, Minnesota. Broke down. Truck wouldn't run. Didn't have any heat. I threw on every piece of clothing I could, called my company to get assistance, and they put me on a waiting list, as they called it. With the waiting list, they said there was 60 other trucks that were broke down at the time, and mine probably wouldn't get handled until the morning. But where I was in the middle of nowhere. No hotels, no stores, no truck stop, nowhere to find shelter, get warmth. So I was stuck in my truck, and around hour 3 I called again to ask if tow truck was coming, or if they could send someone to come get me out of my truck, and they said nothing, they couldn't do anything. So around 4.5 hours I called the Minnesota Highway Patrol, who then decided to send a guy out. And as soon as he came out, he couldn't open my truck door. I ended up having to have him hold the door handle and kick it because it had frozen over. When he got me out, he noticed that I was extremely pale. He threw me in his car, well, put me in his car, and called the ambulance. They were out within 5 minutes, and they rushed me off to hospital, where I was wrapped in a warm blanket with the hot water that runs through it and everything. They fed me, they gave me soup, they checked out all my extremities, found out that I still have a little bit of issue with my toes, the last 3 on my left foot here. I still don't have any feeling in them. I really can't move them, and they said that might end up being permanent due to nerve damage. So I guess what I could say is always make sure you have every single provision that you would need for cold weather survival on the road in case something like that happens, because if the Minnesota Highway Patrol hadn't come out, I probably would not be talking right now. That's it.
Wow, that's crazy. You just hear towards the end there, he still gets emotional over that, and still have some lingering after effects of that incident. He's lucky. He's right. If state trooper wouldn't have came by when they did, he probably wouldn't be here today. That's crazy. So be prepared. It's not too early to start getting prepared for the winter coming up. What they say, I don't know how true it is, but what they're saying is it's going to be a rough one this year, just like last year, maybe even worse. Who knows? But just in case, always be prepared. So that's all I got. thanks for watching, and stay safe.